And we back. Latin the easy way, part 2. Let's begin. Now that you know that the actor-actee pattern, let's work on action. Action generally actions of verbs generally is in T. It can be AT, ET, or IT, depending on class, spelling group of the word in action. Don't worry about when a thing happened. Let's assume everything we talk about happens now before our eyes. So basically, you're talking about tenses: present, past, future, time. Will not say Brutus killed Caesar, but rather Brutus is killing Caesar. Caesar sees Brutus. The us and ain or the is form is the simplest form. Think of it as newspaper headlines or the report from the frantic fellow running toward you down the street. So we got actor, actee, and we got the action. Marcus Brutus Caesarem occidit. Marcus Brutus Caesarem occidit. Marcus Brutus is killing or murder Caesar. So you got all those different understanding in English. All those is inside the verb occidit. It can mean kills or is killing or murders, which is all present tense. So femina Marcum Brutum vidit. A woman sees or spots Marcus Brutus. Marcus Brutus Caesarem necat. Marcus Brutus slays or slaughters or measly kills Caesar necat. We got occidit, which is kills. We got vidit, another verb, which is sees, like we were saying earlier, video, IC. Vidit is just sees. Necat means to kill, means kills. 3 different action words in 3 different spelling cases. They are occidere types, which is to kill. Videre, to see. Audire, to hear. Necare, to kill. And we see right here ere. So we got a whole host of verbs in the Latin language with the ere. That's how you're gonna know which one is AT, ET, or IT based off the endings. So we know ere, we know is ET. We got another ere, videre group. We got ire, IRE group. We got are, the ARE group. And that's all your verbs in one of those 4 groups. How to tend the ending to use, whether it's IT, ET, or AT. Well, you'll notice for one thing, the endings don't sound much different. Romans regularly misspell them. If you mistake them, no one's going to notice if you're speaking. Writing well, I don't expect you to do too much better than the Romans. But here, the way you tell. Necare types verbs are AT. Occidere and audire types use IT. And videre types use ET. The dictionaries always list verbs from the O form and with the RE form, which is this form, ARE, ERE form plus 2 others. Take the capitalized part of the word put the correct ending on it, and you've got it. A sample of how to do this: okido, okidere, kill or murder, say okido. No mark on the E. I hate to break the news that the Roman didn't use these pesky marks, but they didn't. They did it all by ear. If there's no accent mark, the accent goes before the airy ending. If there is one, it goes on the airy. The other two kinds, the ere and the are types, are always long. It's only the E that can be one or the other. The worst you'll do is have it where you should have it. If you have to pick fast, pick it. Why? There are more of that kind of verbs. So okido, okidere becomes okidit. Kills, murders, does, or slays. Habio, habere becomes habit. Has or owns. That's the definition of habio. Amo, amare becomes amat, likes or love. Got it? Video or videre, to see. Say video or videre. That accent mark drags the accent back to the E. Latin is pronounced a lot like Italian, by the way, no surprise, which is why the E sounds like A, particularly to the American ear. But why is the V pronounced wa? It always is. Neko, nekare, kills measly or slaughter. Let's learn some more cheerful actions. Amo, amare, love or to love. Capio, capere, catch, take, pick up, snatch, arrest. Audio or adire, hear, listen to, pay attention to. Tenio, tenere, get, understand, whole or half. So let's review. Mechanics: to make the it, and at form, cut off the ere, are, ere form from the second form of each action and put it for the ere with the mark, at for the are types, it for all others. Do not double I, A's, or E's. Correct answers: okidit, widit, nekat, amat, kapit, audit, tenit, kill, sees, slaughter, loves, takes, hears, has. Tenere and habere means very closely the same thing, both meaning have, but tenet, besides meaning has, can mean hang on to, and habit can mean, in street slang, he killed the guy. As you know from English, where get down has quite a few meanings, what happens to the words on the street may be something quite different than you see in the average dictionary. Mistakes: figure out why the right answer is the right answer. Look closely at the accent marks. Marcus Brutus Caesarem audit. Caesar Marcum Brutum amat. So we got Marcus Brutus. So Marcus Brutus hears Caesar. Caesar Marcum Brutum amat. Caesar loves Marcus Brutus. Femina Marcum Brutum capit. The woman capit heads Marcus Brutus. I don't even know what she mean by that. Hears, takes. So make up your own. Want a few exclamation to 11 your language, try eke, wow, or look, or yipes. Eke. And the more somber, eu, which can be translated as expression ranging from "oh dear" to "shit." Well, you've just learned every plain action in the language. If you want to, find Castle's Latin Dictionary at your friendly newsstand. You can handle any plain action and that very thick book. When you look up an action, learn both forms, say them to yourself aloud. This will be useful. Caution: those of you taking Latin in school, my methods are decidedly unorthodox. If your teacher tell you differently, respect what your teacher is telling you and do things his way or her way. He's giving you the grades. My way is simpler and quite different and tend to get you speaking first, knowing grammar in school, but I don't want to confuse you. We end up saying exactly the same words, only our routes and rules are different. And please don't repeat the bad words. Go to Latin 3. We'll do that in the next one. But let's the technicalities. Above, I give you the third person singular verb of all four conjugation of verb classes and showing you how to derive the root from the infinitive, the re form. First conjugation verbs are the ares and also use at. Second conjugation verbs are the eres and always use it. Third conjugation verbs are always ere and use eat. Fourth conjugation verbs are always ire and use eat. For teachers and grammarians, the standard method is to derive the stem from the infinitive, taking off the re and adding t. Then for the third and fourth classes, making it transformational changes. Why do I use this unorthodox method? Because when in future imperfect and other forms, the student can always use the same root infixes without the additional changes and vowel shift the stems required. For the student struggling with the early forms, I find it easier to explain, easier to do, easier to memorize because there's no change in the roots. So we done with this for the day. Chapter 2 of Latin Easy Way. So, walete. Until next time.